Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're diving straight into exactly how you can secure your Idaho Medicaid coverage online. Whether you're an expansion adult, managing the coverage for your kids, or handling long-term care benefits, understanding this online process is absolutely crucial so you never experience an unnecessary gap in your healthcare. We're going to make this super simple, actionable, and totally easy to follow. Picture this. You lose your healthcare coverage, not because you suddenly make too much money, but simply because you missed a pink piece of mail. Crazy, right? Well, it's actually a shocking reality. Thousands of Idahoans lose their Medicaid coverage every single year just because of this. A massive chunk of these coverage losses are strictly procedural. That basically means the Idaho Department of Health and Welfare, the DHW, couldn't reach the person or the individual just missed a strict deadline to return their forms. But hey, the good news here is literally a game changer. It takes only 10 short minutes to update your contact information on the IdaLink portal to stop this from ever happening to you. Just by taking a few minutes to log in today, you're guaranteeing that vital renewal notice actually reaches your hands. It completely changes the trajectory of your healthcare coverage. Here is our roadmap for today's explainer. 1. Start here, hook and eligibility. 2. Gather your required documents. 3. Step-by-step online renewal. 4. Troubleshooting common IdaLink issues. And 5. Final steps and key takeaways. Section 1. Start here. Hook and eligibility. So the whole renewal cycle actually kicks off behind the scenes through something called an ex-parte renewal. By federal law, the DHSW first tries to automatically renew you by pinging reliable electronic databases to verify your income and status. If they get a match, boom, you're renewed automatically. No paperwork required, but if that automated check fails to confirm your eligibility, a notice is triggered and the ball is officially in your court to prove you still qualify. Now, when that ball is in your court, what you actually need to prove falls into two main buckets based on Idaho's rules. First, you've got MAGI-based coverage. This is for standard income-based adults, pregnant women, and children. For expansion adults, your income has to be up to 138% of the federal poverty level, and importantly, there are 0 asset limits. You just need to prove your monthly income. Then, on the flip side, we have non-MAGI coverage. This is tailored for folks who are aged, blind, disabled, or needing long-term care. For this group, it's not just about income. You also have to verify your resources, like making sure your countable assets stay below the $2,000 limit. Section 2. Gather your required documents. Because you now know what you need to prove, gathering your information beforehand will honestly save you a massive headache. You'll need proof of identity and citizenship. For income, grab copies of your paychecks from the last 30 days or your recent tax forms if you're self-employed. If you fall into that non-MAGI category we just talked about, you absolutely must have your most recent bank statements to verify those asset limits. And finally, grab any proof of child support along with receipts for medical or childcare expenses, since those can definitely factor into your overall financial assessment. Have all these digitized and ready to go. Section 3. Step-by-step online renewal. State bureaucracy can definitely feel a bit overwhelming, but we've got 5 bite-sized steps for the state's official portal, IdaLink, to help you take complete control of the process. Step 1. Go straight to idalink.idaho.gov. If you've applied online before, just use your existing login. If not, register for a new account. Step 2. Once you're inside the dashboard, find and select the Medicaid reevaluation option. Step 3, carefully enter your household size, income, and asset details. Step 4, the system will prompt you to upload those exact verification documents we just gathered. And Step 5, hit submit. Always, always save or print your confirmation number for your records. I really want to stress something here. Double-checking your numbers right at this stage is the absolute fastest way to get your renewal approved without a hitch. Discrepancies between what you type into the portal and what your uploaded pay stubs actually say are a huge reason applications get flagged for manual review, and that just slows everything down. Just take an extra 60 seconds to verify your math. It's totally worth it. Section 4. Troubleshooting common IdaLink issues. Look, we all run into digital roadblocks. Simple mistakes aren't failures, they're just normal hurdles with instant online solutions. For example, if you realize your mail is going to your old apartment, you can update your address immediately right inside IdaLink. Forgot your password? It happens to the best of us. Just click Reset Password. But a quick heads up, the system will lock you out for 15 minutes if you guess wrong 3 times. And what if you got a raise at work and forgot to tell the state? Don't panic. You can report that updated income in real time through the portal, so your eligibility is based on your actual current situation. Sometimes, though, technology is just stubborn, or maybe your household situation is a bit too complex for a standard web form. If the portal's acting up, or you just need a real human being to help clarify an immigration document issue, dial the DHS support number 1-877-456-1233. The lines are open from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Mountain Time. Remember, you're not alone in this. Help is literally just a phone call away. Section 5. Final steps and key takeaways. Okay, let's say life gets chaotic, the deadline passes, and you get a termination notice. Take a deep breath. Don't panic. If that closure was procedural, meaning you just missed the paperwork deadline, not that you were proven financially ineligible, you have a 90-day grace period. If you submit your forms within this 90-day reconsideration window, DHLU must reconsider your eligibility and can reinstate your coverage without making you start a brand new application from scratch. It is a massive and frankly often misunderstood safety net. And even beyond that 90-day window, there's a powerful reminder from DHW Director Dave Jeppesen. He points out that Medicaid is always available to people who need it and who qualify for the program. Unlike private insurance through an employer, which usually has those super strict limited open enrollment periods, you can apply for Medicaid at absolutely any time of the year. If you fall on hard times in the middle of summer or late in the fall, the door to apply is always open. But what if you fill out your renewal and it turns out your income went up and you truly don't qualify anymore? Well, you still won't be left out in the cold. DHW automatically sends your info over to Your Health Idaho, the state's official insurance marketplace. Losing Medicaid triggers a 60-day special enrollment period, which gives you 2 full months to apply for tax credits and pick an affordable private health plan on the exchange so your coverage continues seamlessly. So I'll leave you with this question. Are you really going to let a missed pink envelope dictate your family's healthcare for the year? Definitely not. Take those 10 minutes and log into IDOLink today. One final note, policies can evolve, so please always double-check the official Idaho DHW resources for any recent updates. But for now, don't wait. Secure your peace of mind for the year ahead right now. Thanks for tuning into this explainer.